Thank you. Okay. So these are actually great. And I want, again, when I first started with this, I was telling everyone how I was trained in mindfulness when I first came out of grad school. And I actually ran a whole unit that was like dedicated to mindfulness at a um, women's jail. Sorry, I'm like blanking here. I'm like my mind is everywhere today. So I worked with incarcerated women, and I was running a specialized unit for mindfulness because they wanted to see if they kind of implemented treatment into the prison system, if there would be a reduced rate of return inmates. So I was trained in mindfulness, and I never like did it myself. I was kind of like I would do it at work, but I just thought I was not a mindfulness person. And then throughout my years in work, like here and there I would do it, but then more recently I've really gotten into it myself. So I'm starting to practice what I preach, and I've been listening to a lot of meditations myself, more just for relaxing myself, not for work. And it's been seriously life changing, especially now where all day I'm conducting virtual therapy. I'm dealing with a lot more of people's issues than normal, and a lot of issues that are new because of this pandemic. And it does wear on me as a clinician and as a human being. So mindfulness has been so helpful to me. So I really encourage you all. We're going to do a 2-minute short exercise. Afterwards, I would encourage you to check out mindfulness exercises on YouTube. There's lots of free meditations. Look up mindfulness apps. There's lots of free ones.
And all your
Cough,
old are on
sorry.
the, and all the old ones have been saved for people to review.
Right. Yes. So
In
you
the
guys have been
site and YouTube channel.
okay, perfect. Yes. So we've been saving them and uploading them to the Ishtikva website and YouTube channel. So go there, look up other meditations if you'd like to see like what kinds of things you like. Spotify also has meditation. So really be honest, I would love for you to try to like see what works for you. Do it at night before you go to bed, plug in your headphones and just listen to it. Again, I'm someone who thought like I know how to do it at work, but it doesn't work for me. And every time I do one, it is so helpful. And especially now, it's been really, really helpful to me. So I encourage you to kind of maybe, if you've been kind of closed off to it before, to reconsider. Okay, that being said, now we're going to do our 2-minute mindfulness exercise. So I would like everyone to get comfortable in their chair. If you're on a couch or a comfy chair or in your bed, get in a position that's really comfortable. So if you're sitting in a chair, try to sit up straight. If you're slouched, get your shoulders back, not stick straight, a relaxed neutral spine, but not hunched over. Put your feet flat on the floor and put your hands on your lap, just loosely open, not clenched fists, just like gently placed on your lap. And you can put your head down if you want and close your eyes. You can look straight ahead. I encourage you, though, to close your eyes to minimize distractions as much as possible. So close your eyes, and we're going to start with a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. And a deep breath out. And notice as you're breathing out how your chest is falling and letting out that breath. And I want you to imagine as you take another deep breath in that you're breathing in relaxation and calmness and peace. And let the breath out. Breathe out through your mouth. And again, feeling that chest fall. And imagine that you're breathing out stress and anxiety and judgment and fear and all of those things that you may have felt throughout the day. And I also want you to notice what's going through your head. If you're having a hard time like focusing on these things and you're like thinking about all the things you need to do, I just want you to notice those thoughts. Don't judge them, just notice them. Notice that you're thinking about those things and let them come and let them go. And now I want you to take another deep breath in through your nose, feeling your chest rise, and breathe out. And as you're breathing out, I want you to listen to the noises around you. Start paying attention. Maybe your window is open and you hear some cars driving outside. Maybe you're, sitting in your den and you hear the buzz of an air conditioner or a fan, or you feel like you have your heat on maybe and it's clicking, or you hear the TV. I just want you to hear whatever noises are around you. Again, non-judgmental, just hearing them, paying attention to them. And then another deep breath in. And when you take that deep breath and when you start releasing it, I want you to start also feeling that breath like throughout your body. So I want you to notice how your feet feel on the floor. And we're going to kind of do like a body scan now as we finish up the meditation. So feel your feet right now. Pay attention to your toes. Like you can even move them around a little so that you're conscious of them and you're aware of them. And then move up to your ankles and feel kind of, I want you to feel kind of like an imaginary heat, like going up your body. And as that heat reaches each part of the body that I mentioned, I want you to kind of start letting it go and relaxing it. And again, just paying attention to that sensation. And if you get distracted, bring it back. So now we're at our ankles. Now we move up to the legs and feeling that heat kind of going up your legs, kind of like a photocopy machine, and stopping at your knees. And again, taking deep breaths in and out while we're doing that. And then up to your thighs. And again, relaxing each part of your body as we feel that light kind of going up our body. And then into your stomach. And notice how your stomach is feeling. Is there any tension? Are you nervous? Are you stressed? Like, oh, maybe I'm not doing this the right way, or I stink at meditation. That's okay. Just notice those feelings. And then up to your chest. And how does it feel in your chest? Is there any tightness? Is there anything feeling heavy? Take that deep breath in and a deep breath out and let it all out. And notice how your shoulders feel and the back of your shoulders, your neck. Release all that tension with deep breaths in and then letting them out, a long breath out. And then go up to your neck. And again, start feeling in your jaws their tightness or your teeth clenched. How is your face feeling? Is there any tension around your neck and your jaw? Let that go. Up to your ears and the top of your head. And now if you could just imagine, just like releasing that tension through the top of your head, letting go of everything that happened today and saying, okay, it's the end of the day now. I'm relaxed. Tomorrow is a new day. I did it. Day 7,000 of quarantine, social distancing is past and on to the next day. And you can slowly open your eyes when you're ready. And again, with those deep breaths in and out still, right? We're not going to hurry back into our lives. And if you need to, just sit for a little bit. Don't get up right away. Even if someone's calling you, they're on the toilet, they need to be wiped, whatever, it's okay. Let them be for a minute and just relax and breathe. And if your phone is ringing, ignore it. Just give yourself 2 minutes to just sit. And then I would encourage you again to keep trying these exercises. Do whatever you need to practice, because this is something that does take practice. And if this was the first time you did it and you felt like you could not concentrate, your phone was ringing, someone was calling you, you were thinking about someone that was calling you, you were thinking about what you had to do, and you're like, ugh, meditation's not for me. That's okay. That's so normal. We really have to train our brains to learn to stay in one place. And something I mention every time we do this is like, how often are we present when we're doing something? Like we're always walking and talking, walking and lifting, doing dishes and doing, thinking about what we're making for dinner. We're never present. So even throughout the day, if you can't sit and do a meditation, I would say when you're doing the dishes or when you're cooking something or when you're putting something away in the fridge, something that little, or when you're taking a drink of something, just take 30 seconds to pay attention to the sensations that you're feeling while you're doing that. So you're feeling the cold package of cheese that you're putting into the fridge and you're feeling it as you slide it onto the shelf and you're saying to yourself, like, I'm putting the cheese into the fridge and I'm like noticing, I feel the cold air. I hear the sounds of the fridge when I open it. We're always so distracted going through life. And we have to multitask, right? But sometimes all that multitasking really takes a toll on our mental health, and it makes it very difficult for us to ever like kind of catch our breath, which is what mindfulness does for us. It helps us to catch our breath. So the more we practice that, the better we are able to reduce our anxiety, reduce our stress, and then be able to think rationally when we're in those stressful moments, because we're able to step back and observe, right? And that's what mindfulness is helping us do, to observe how we're feeling, observe what we're doing, and it helps us to make better decisions and to be in a calmer place. So I hope that this was helpful. I personally love these Mindfulness Mondays. They're so helpful to me. They're great.
They're awesome. I look forward to them every week.
Yeah.
I rewatch them all.
Yeah. Yeah, I love them. And I've really been doing meditations like seriously almost every night. So I look forward to them so much, and I always feel so good after. So I hope that this was beneficial to you guys. I'll save this and I'll send it to you, Gila, and you can upload it. And if you guys have any questions or feedback or whatever on how to get better at this, obviously, please be in touch with me. But again, it's a process, and just give yourself time. And, you know, it takes time, but it'll eventually become something that becomes more natural to you if it's not right now.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. This was awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Good night.